I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds, and I want to tell you, it's great to be here on setup day for Central Minex 2024. A lot of excitement building in the room. It's great to have our guests in conversation. So, Jamie, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what you do?
Sure. My name is Jamie Powell. I'm the VP of Regulatory and Government Affairs for Calibre Mining, Valentine Gold Mine. I head up basically the environmental and social components of the project. So do a lot of work with communities, do a lot of events. Spend part of my time on site and in the office. So a little bit of everything.
Jamie, you know, the engagement of community is so vitally important as you scale up for this type of work. Talk to me about the importance of that.
It's really important, and it really can't be understated today. It's part of where mining has been for a little while, but is even sort of moving towards that even more. The governments want it and require it, but quite frankly, you need it in order to operate today. So, you know, we began our engagement program very early on with the communities, with the Indigenous groups, with stakeholders. One of our big stakeholders is the Newfoundland and Labrador Outfitters Association. They have some operations in the area of our project, so it's really important to get out there, have people understand what it is that you plan on doing, when you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, and everybody just has a greater level of comfort with your project.
Yeah, when everybody takes ownership of it right there, they feel a part of the solution, yeah, as opposed to just being told what's happening. The environmental aspect too, equally important. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so any mining project obviously has an environmental footprint, and I think we as an industry certainly traditionally haven't done the best job of making people aware of how we work to protect the environment. The mining industry today is probably the most heavily regulated industry out there. I've even had some oil and gas people say that it's above and beyond that, which is surprising to me, but I'm not that familiar with it. So, but in the mining space, every project has a different environmental footprint. Our highlights are fish and fish habitat, water, as well as caribou. The caribou of central Newfoundland. There's 5 herds. 1 herd actually migrates through part of our site. So us protecting the fish and the water and the caribou and the other flora and fauna around the project is extremely important.
You know, it's you can really feel the excitement in the room here when you talk to people about what's happening in this part of Newfoundland. Talk to me about Calibre's level of excitement about what's going on here.
Well, we're excited. The Valentine Gold project was you know, we attended this last year. You know, we're a big part of what's going on here in central Newfoundland for certain. It'll be the largest gold mine in Atlantic Canada. Once it's built, we're about 65% of the way there in terms of construction. So for us to be here is really great to see everybody in the industry, a lot of our suppliers, a lot of our colleagues from other companies. For me personally, I've been in the industry here for almost 25 years. I get to come and see a lot of people that I sometimes only see at conferences because you're so busy in between, but it's great to meet and greet people, share ideas, hear from stakeholders and Indigenous groups, that sort of thing. So it's fun, it's informative, and it's great to be part of, quite frankly.
You know, Jamie, the way you talk, it reeks of the word collaboration, and that's what I sense here. There is a sense of collaborating here, and people understand, quite frankly, that a rising tide floats all boats in this industry.
Yeah, I think you know, the Valentine Gold project has been a bit of a bellwether for a while. Getting through environmental assessment, we had both provincial and federal environmental assessment is a big issue in today's world. There's not a lot of mines going to make it that far. You know, like I said, within a year we're expecting to be actually producing gold. I'm really looking forward to standing in front of the mill with that gold bar and having that picture taken. But yeah, it's you know, you see other companies here, Newfound Gold, and many others that are, you know, 10 years ago we weren't talking gold in central Newfoundland, really. And now 10 years later we've got the Valentine Gold Mine halfway through development. We've got other deposits and other companies that have projects that are you know, have a good shot at going ahead, and so it's yeah, exciting, and that collaborative part is you see at these conferences. There's a couple that we have here in the province, and great to get out and be a part of it, for sure.
25 years, as you say, in the industry, and you're only a short time away from standing on the end and watching a gold bar come out. That must be pretty exciting.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often. People don't appreciate the how infrequently, when you think about all the things that are discovered, all the minerals that are discovered, how infrequently they actually get developed and put into operation. I've been a part of a couple as a consultant. I've been a part of it that didn't make it that far, so I'm quite excited to get that far. I'm confident we're going to get there. But yeah, I mean, I think there's others to come, and it's what makes this conference what it is, quite frankly.
Jamie, here we are at sort of the setup phase of the conference. What are you hoping to get out of the conference?
I think for us, for everybody who's here, it's a different thing, right? You got suppliers here that are looking to meet with companies like ours to sort of sell what their services or their products are. For us, this is about, in part, Calibre just acquired the Valentine Gold project in January. So we were Marathon Gold before. We're now Calibre. We want to make sure everybody knows and understands that Calibre is a great company, and we're here to represent that part of it. But also, the development of the project. There's going to be people come to our booth that are looking for jobs, suppliers that are coming with information about their companies and what they provide. So there's actually quite a bit to get out of it, and like I said, there's a certain collaboration and camaraderie with the industry, and sharing Ideas, sharing information, and getting to see people face to face that you don't see that often is great as well.
Now, Jamie, you've got a presentation you're going to make. Can you give us a snapshot of what that's going to be about?
Yeah, sure. I mean, really, my presentation is 15 minutes. You don't get a lot of time to say very much, but it's really about the Calibre's acquisition of the project, who Calibre is, a little bit on the progress of our project. I've got some great pictures and drone shots of the development of the project. Talk a little bit about sustainability, so your communities, your environment, and also about exploration, because as you see at our booth, we've got some rock core with us to show off the nice shiny stuff, but we are continuing to, we've got a large property, a lot of upside in terms of exploration potential. We've identified other deposits. We hope that there's more to come. So it's a little bit on all that. It's kind of short, but I'll get the point across where I can.
Jamie, I really appreciate your thoughts here this evening. Calibre, of course, is sponsoring an entire day of recorded conversation with Gale Force Winds, and I'd like to thank you for your leadership on that front. That type of thought leadership in this industry is very much appreciated. But everything that you just talked about there with Calibre and how far you've come and how close you are to it, that kind of stuff doesn't happen without a steady hand on the tiller. So thanks very much for your leadership there, and I look forward to chatting with you more throughout the conference.
Absolutely. I think what Gale Force does in terms of the social media aspect, getting our message out and the positive aspects of mining, how much economic activity it brings to the province is a really great thing. So we're happy to support it and happy to participate.
Thanks, sir.